recorded webinar on EdPlan Connect. The intention of this webinar is to provide a short walkthrough that can be viewed by parents or guardians of what the new EdPlan Connect system is, looks like, and its purpose. Okay? So right here, this is the view of EdPlan Connect when you first log into the system as a parent or a guardian. And as you can see, we are immediately taken to our to-do list. This is where the district has requested certain actions of you as a parent or guardian. So a very common example would be if a student has a finalized IEP. That IEP is right here, and I can click on it. It's a hyperlink. This is a test student right there. And I can open that PDF and scroll through and view it. And when I'm ready to apply my response, I can click on this response button over to the far right. I can see my information here. I can provide my response, either accepted or rejected. You'll see your different response options when you log in. And I'll scroll down to the bottom where I can provide my signature. The signature pad can be used on any platform. So whether it's a laptop or desktop and you're using your mouse or touchpad, if you have a tablet or smartphone and you're using the touch screen to draw your signature. But the important thing is make sure after you provide your signature to click on the Apply Parent Response here down at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and click Close right now just so we can still see it displayed on my to-do list. But when you click Apply Parent Response, a couple of things will happen. Number one is that will be taken off of your to-do list. It's no longer an action that's requested of you. It will then be placed on your completed actions list. Okay? And number two, in real time, the school district will have that information with the parent or guardian response, the signature on file, and that'll all be documented in their system internally. Okay. Some other examples down here, things like notice of reevaluation, data points, or progress reports on the child's goals, notice of initial proposed IEP, and other documents can push here. And you'll notice these documents do not have a response pencil. Instead, it just says review. And the intent here is some of these documents may exist for 30 days or 60 days on your to-do list, and there's nothing for you to sign. It's just there for you to review. You will get a notification when any of these documents are finalized, and some of the notifications might say you have an action to complete, and some of the notifications might just say you have a document to review, okay? And I'll show you what that notification looks like right here. It's just in an email form that you will receive. You might have received it already, and now you're into the system and just learning about the navigation through this webinar. Okay. Back into the system, just to explain the other tabs here, completed actions, this is anything you signed off on. The service plan information, so this will show if your student has an IEP or a 504 or an ISP, that information will be here, kind of a snapshot or at a glance information. And then the documents tab, this is where I mentioned earlier on the to-do list that those documents will exist on the to-do list for 30 or 60 days. You can always visit the Documents tab and view those documents as a PDF. All of these are hyperlinks to pull up any document you want to see on your child's record. And last but not least, if you have a question for the case manager or the teacher of record, you can click on the Case Manager tab and see that information. It'll have phone number, email address, contact information as needed. Okay, we have the My Info tab, a little self-explanatory. I won't go into that one today. I'll keep it nice and short for you. Wanted to just provide this webinar as a walkthrough for our parents. Thank you for joining and have a great rest of your day. Thanks a lot. Bye.